Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're going to be casting this game between King Sam 27 here in the blue at 1250 versus Lucky Failure here in the red at 1152. So it looks like our player in the red is going to open up with the duality, and we see two card Ds and a tour guide that was revealed with duality, and he's going to go for a card D, which I would say is a pretty good option, unless he already had his third card D in his hand. In that case, I would probably go with the tour guide, but he'll most likely summon the card D, yeah. And this card is just so good. So he's going to activate the effect of card D, contribute it, and he can now draw two cards. So it is essentially a +1. I don't know, he's setting before drawing because I guess now. Oh right, because as soon as you tribute it, you have to end the turn. Same thing though. He should have set the stuff first, but it didn't really change the game. It's not like a misplay, but if you are in a tournament, I would recommend you to always think your plays through before activating them. Not everyone is nice and will let you like essentially kind of take back moves. So we see a Torrential Tribute come out as soon as a Kagemusha is summoned, and that's an okay play because you know, after 6 Samurais lose their normal summon, that's kind of it. And he still has one counter though on that 6 Samurai United, which when he removes 2 counters, the maximum counters you can have on is 2. You get to draw that many cards. So usually what it is essentially it's kind of like a Pot of Greed, although it's kind of more conditional. We see Agents. I haven't seen Agents in a long time, so let's just see how they do against 6 Sams. I feel like Gotchi is still good, although it realistically can't do you know, that great against Xian. Although Hyperion does pretty good stuff against that deck. And I guess we're seeing no Veilers, no Max C's out of our player in the blue, and that's going to hurt quite a bit. I feel like to capitalize off of the Venus, the most is let them get one Shine Ball out, and then go for the Maxi or Veiler, because then you put them in a spot where they only have one, and they kind of usually are forced to do what they don't want to do. And we see a Dark Mist be summoned. And if you guys haven't checked out Dark Mist, I actually did run this card a long time ago, and we're going to see a Regeki Break, interesting tech, and that card is actually pretty good right now that priority is gone. It lets you get rid of anything, you know, back row, front row, or front row, essentially moving monsters. But yeah, and you have to discard a card, but in Fairies, it's not the end of the world because, you know, Venus doesn't do too much in your hand after you went for your play. And so we're going to see a hand at 6 Sam, and it looks like he's going to be able to draw 2 off that because he still has one counter previously from the Kagemusha, and we're going to see a Kizon being special summoned. The thing with Dark Mist, it does have the effect where it can just die, and that's kind of unfortunate. So he's going to destroy Dark Mist, and that is kind of unfortunate for our player in the red. I don't know if discarding Help was the best. I believe that is what he discarded. Unless we see an Honest in here. Oh, no Honest. So he's going to take 200 points of damage there. I really feel like Gotchi is just overall better. I understand Dark Mist can run over everything in 6 hands, but the Gotchi effect to you know, keep itself alive is so good. We see Heavy Storm. Ooh, and it's going to go +1 for our player in the red there. That's going to help out quite a bit. Just checking his opponent's graveyard. Maybe he's got a Monster Reborn, although Monster Reborn basically isn't good against anything now. I mean, there's nothing in the grave that really makes Monster Reborn too great at the moment. What our player in the red really needs, he needs a Hyperion. If you can get out a Hyperion, he'll be good to go. So let's see what our player in the blue is going to be doing. So he's going to go for a Smoke Signal. I mean, adding it isn't bad. I wouldn't summon it personally, because a Torrential Tribute would hurt way too much right now. I don't think our player in the blue could take a Torrential Tribute. Or like a Mirror Force, which is actually seeing a little bit more play now that priority's gone. A lot of people are just running Mirror Force, just because, you know, it makes certain decks not as popular. I mean, I know Rabbit did just win, even with the priority gone, but it's still just overall too good. And we do see a Monster Reborn, so he's gonna go with a Venus. Perhaps he has something to summon this time. Yep, and we're gonna see a Synchro here, so we're gonna go and make a 5. So. Like I said earlier, there was nothing to Reborn, but he was checking the graveyard, so that is a sign that you know what your opponent is going for. And he's going for a Catastor, which I think is an okay card against 6 Sams. There's a lot of things that they can't really... I mean, Xian still gets over Catastor, but Catastor's overall a solid card. And I believe... I don't remember off the top of my head, but there were some people playing Zanji, just they were taking one Zanji. And the thing with Zanji is, I believe it has to be after destroyed by battle, and this would be destroying it by a card effect. So, that could be a reason why he went for Catastor. But I mean, Catastor's overall just kind of good. I mean, it's also a dark, so it helps out with Black Lord Soldier, and we're going to see an Inishi come out. So, during either player's turn, he has to control another face-up 6 Samurai with a different name to be able to activate this effect. But what he does is he removes from play 2 6 Samurais, and it's basically like a compulse. Except for it has to be a face-up monster, so it's a little bit more conditional. And we see a Book of Moon activated to that Catastor. And unfortunately, from my knowledge, Catastor doesn't work when he's attacking a face down. Like his effect doesn't apply. However, I'm not sure if you attack into Catastor. That is something I'm not 100% positive of. We see a Earth Summon, and we're going to see a Torrential Tribute. Don't know if that was worth it. I feel like what he should have done was just, let me know if you guys would agree with this. I would have just set the Torrential, he would attack Catastor, and then if he needed to, next turn he could have done that play. But I don't think it was worth it, and the face down could be Kageki. Kageki does have relatively large defense, has 2,000 defense. So we see another smoke signal, so our player in the blue has gone through all his smoke signals now. But yeah, I really felt like there was no need to do what he did as far as summoning Earth and Torrentialing. I mean, that was super minus. I mean, you lost an Earth. I mean, even though Earth, I mean, he didn't even bother for the effect, so maybe he has Venuses in his hand. I'm not sure, but I really felt like he should have just set the Torrential Tribute. It would have been overall better. I mean, if that's a face down Kageki, he can go Kageki. Oh, no. He can still exceed into Zen Mains, which is an okay card against agents, I would say. No, it was a... Why did they have huge defense? Why does this have 1,800 defense? I didn't even notice that. I thought he had low defense. I know Kageki is 2,000, and we see a Phoenix Chain. Shin will negate that. However, if we see an effect failure... Oh, never mind. Looks like that's not going to happen. And like I said, he really just should have set that Torrential Tribute. He would have been so much better off. But we see a Gores come out from our player in the red, so he's good to go. Gores really destroys 6 Samurais, I would say. It's a really great card. Shin should negate this. Oh yeah, he's going to negate. Yeah, I really felt like there was no point to activate Duality, because if he doesn't have an answer to Gores anyways, there's no point of just making him go -1. So yeah. Let's see if he's going to move the token to attack. So if there's a Mirror Force, it's going to be game over. Oh, no. Because 6 Samurais do still play Mirror Force. I would say that is still a really good card for 6 Samurais to main deck. Although Phoenix Chain has been getting more and more popular. So we see 6 Sam United, and Kageki is summoned. At this point, there's really nothing he can like do. I mean, he can still draw into something, perhaps. He'll need like a double-edged sword technique face down and be able to actually like secure advantage and get control over the field with that Gores on the field. Let's see what he ends up going for. Oh, he's going to overlay. Oh, I forgot you can overlay. So they're both level 3. Let's see what he goes for. Maybe a Zen Mains. That wouldn't be a bad option. That's at least my guess. Although there is a 6 Samurai XYZ that's coming out. I don't know the effect or its name, but I'm pretty sure... oh, what? In defense mode? Really? If anything, attack mode. What? Maybe he doesn't run Zen Mains? I don't know. Zen Mains is just too good. Like, why wouldn't you go for Zen Mains? Yeah. I don't know. I personally felt like Zen Mains would have been a much better option. And that's game. Why didn't he go for Zen Mains? I mean, if he was trying to bluff his opponent, like making him think that he had back row, why not just summon the thing in attack mode? And then, I don't know. I really felt like a player in the blue definitely could have, if he went for his Zen Mains, he would have been so good. I mean, look, there was a Solemn Warning that he couldn't use, and he only had Venus. Like, going for Zen Mains would have maybe actually helped him win. I mean, look, he still has so many cards in his hand. But again, you saw the misplay. I would still definitely consider it a misplay when Shin just negated the duality, where he could have attacked over Shin then duality. Because if you're going to lose your Shin, you might as well get a negate out. Like, you get +1 for free. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.